Hi everyone. So I'm taking some time to reflect on my life knowledge lesson that I presented last week, or presented the Friday before Thanksgiving. So our life knowledge lesson, what we had to do is choose one of the life knowledge lessons provided by National FFA and teach it to our cooperating center. So the life knowledge lesson that I chose was based on defining leadership and figuring out who you will be as a leader. So I taught that to two ninth grade classes, both of which I'm really excited to say went really well. Both classes were very interactive, very excited to do the activities that I had involved. So reflecting back, GEMS, it went really well that they were very active, very involved, and wanted to answer questions for me. An opportunity that I found for myself was that these students, some of my directions weren't very clear, and I continuously this past week I was also doing my micro teaching as well. So during the micro teaching and the life knowledge lesson, I realized questions that aren't just as easy as saying, here's what I want you to do, now do it kind of thing. So actually realizing how to present a question or present a problem to them or present something that you want them to do needs to be very clear and specific, especially for the younger grades, being able to say, this is exactly what I want you to do. Here's how I want you to do it, and when I say go, this is how long you're going to have to do it. So making sure that I include all of those components to make sure that my students are getting the end result that I want them to. And then another gem for me is I realized I actually, for the activity I had students figuring out who famous leaders were. So one of those famous leaders was Alexander Graham Bell. And I was able to take that as a learning opportunity for them because a lot of them had no idea who that was. But that was pretty cool that we were able to figure out as a group who Alexander Graham Bell was and why are they so important to each of their lives today. As each of them were walking around with a cell phone in their hand and not realizing how that was originally, where the first phone even came from. So I was really excited that I was able to actually, I felt like a real teacher being able to say, here is a learning opportunity for us. Let's figure that out. And it was something that didn't have to do with agriculture necessarily, but it was something that would transfer over into other academic classes as well. So that was really cool to be able to see that and make that connection for them. Beyond that, my life knowledge lesson just made me even more excited to be teaching in the spring because I will be teaching half of the students that I taught during my life knowledge lesson for a few weeks in the spring before they transition on to their next marking period. So I'm super excited for that. I'm super excited for the enthusiasm that comes from those students, and I hope I can continue to use that enthusiasm as I develop myself as an educator and I develop myself as their educator for the 15 weeks that I am there. So I'm super excited. I look forward to returning to Central Columbia in January for the real deal. So check back and see how things work between now and then. Thank you.